everyone, and welcome to round 2 of the 2013 Mopar Canadian National Road Racing Championships from Autodrome St-Eustache, just northwest of Montreal, Quebec, and brought to you by Laval Harley-Davidson. I'm your series announcer, Frank Wood. Today we're covering round 2 of the Mopar Pro Superbike feature class from Sunday, July the 7th. The second Superbike feature race of the 2013 Csbk season is presented by Dealey Harley-Davidson Canada, Honda Canada, and Mopar. There's the Shaker as he lines up on the outside, putting a splendid ride, a splendid qualifying effort with a run of 46.69 seconds to gather up fourth fastest position right in behind Alex Welsh. A lot of fans cheering for the Shaker, and Dominguez as well. Franklin Dominguez got a big cheering crew here, and also Louis Rafa. Louis Rafa on that Couturier Racing number 76 machine. Strong presence here in La Belle Province and a big fan club. Rafa, an established pro on the circuit. He's primed up and ready to go, as is Sebastien Tremblay. The Shaker's ready to shake things up here. The People's Champion is good. Oh, somebody tell me. Christie and Welsh went in there side by side. I have no idea who has the race. It looks like Christie. It looks like Christie coming out of turn 2. Jody Christie on the Honda. Don't take that to the bank. Wait till they come within sight. Right now our TV cameras are picking up all the footage, and we're going to see this great footage later on tonight on csbk.ca. Here comes the pack down the back straightaway. Oh, look at this. Is that Tremblay in second? No, it's Welsh. Tremblay is in fourth. Christie, Welsh, Zoke, Tremblay, they're running in that order. Louis Rafa on the Couturier Racing 76 machine, holding on to 5th spot when they came past the tower. He's getting a tow from the front 4. Louis Rafa's on a ride here. Him and the Shaker. Sebastien Tremblay running a really strong 4th place. Louis Rafa back into 5th. Now our top 3 riders. Here we go again. Welsh, Christie, and Zoke are starting to break away from those who pursue. Here they come. Welsh. Oh, Welsh getting a little bit of front end wobble there as he got too hard on the brakes. There's Franklin Dominguez now coming through. Oh, and Shaker shaking things up here in 4th spot. Zoke running it back. Oh, rider off track. Martin Ricard. He's down. Rider down. Franklin Dominguez on the 711 machine, the XL Moto XL Honda rider, into 5th spot. 4 times he has won the Dominican Republic Superbike Championship. Martin Ricard went off track, and there's yet another rider who's also gone off track. Both of those look like they're going to retire from this fray. We'll see. We are at a waved yellow at that portion of the race course, meaning no passing. Look at Zoke. Zoke has passed into 2nd spot now, getting past Alex Welsh. Makes a nice clean pass. The Shaker's trying to stay with him. Franklin Dominguez on the Franklin Dominguez on the 711 machine, trying to keep pace with the top 4 riders. As the front 3 riders of Welsh, Christie, and Zoke, as they did in round 1, are starting to separate themselves from the pack in pursuit. But the battle for 4th spot is what we're watching now, as the Shaker holding onto a solid and safe 4th place. And I'll translate that battle into a 5th place battle now with Franklin Dominguez, Louis Rafa, and Tim Robinson. Tim Robinson was the other rider involved there with Martin Ricard, the number 19 and number 46 bike. Christie over Zoke. Sebastien Tremblay. Franklin Dominguez is putting in an inspired ride here. He's got a strong fan base and he knows this track well. His home dealership is just down the road, Moto XL Honda, and he wants to put on a good show for them. And Dominguez is riding as well as I've ever seen him perform here in Canada. Here they come now, race leaders, as the number 20 machine of Jody Christie, followed by the number 1 of Jordan Zoke and the number 7 of Alex Welsh. These three aliens are up front here in Canadian racing. They did the same thing at Shannonville. Here they come again. Franklin Dominguez on the 711 bike. The Warlord, number 31, Frank Trombino, is there, as is Louis Rafa on the 76 Coutier racing machine. And J.F. Sear is also in the mix. Here come the three leaders, the aliens of Canadian racing, Christie, Zoke, and Welsh, into the infield. They're being very, very careful here, keeping those wheels in line. Nobody's getting a little crazy on the horsepower. We got a 22-lap race to complete. As we pick up on the shaker, 24 running in third spot, or fourth spot rather, fifth Franklin Dominguez, sixth is Frank Trombino, then J.F. Sear, and then Louis Rafa. And in pursuit, our rookie rider, one of the rookie riders out there, Austin Shaw O'Leary on the Go Low Racing Pro Cycle sponsored machine. He hailing out of Falmouth, Nova Scotia. And in his rookie season here, riding on the Yamaha. But meanwhile, it is a Honda up front, a BMW running in second, and a Suzuki holding on to third. A BMW in fourth spot with the shaker on it, and the fifth place is Franklin Dominguez, with Frank Trombino right behind him. Then we have J.F. Sear, Louis Rafa, and Trevor Daly. Trevor Daly putting an inspired ride here on the ProStar machine. Our aliens are now on the back straightaway, and Christie is being challenged big time by Zoke. Watch for an inside pass here. Zoke looks to the inside. Is there room? Oh, not quite. Christie defending the line there, and if anything, Zoke got bunched back maybe a half a bike length. Welsh looks to the inside. There is no room in the inn just now. They close the door, as now onto the front straightaway. And it looks like Frank Trombino has solved the Dominguez problem and has moved past him into fifth place. Number 31, Frank Trombino, getting past Franklin Dominguez. But I'll look to his fan base to react to that one. Those who have watched Franklin Dominguez race on a regular basis, I think, would agree with me that he is putting in a fine performance here, perhaps the finest of his career in Canada. Running right now in sixth spot, but very, very capable of coming back, putting it in fifth or perhaps even fourth. Oh, Zoke came really close to Christie on that one. If he tags into that back wheel, there's trouble. Now, keeping in mind, Christie's already gathered up the points and the money from fast qualifying. He is also starting to get to the point where he's going to gather up most of the money for leading most laps. If that is the case, Jordan Zoke is going to move away from St-Eustache with not a very good feeling in his heart. The riders are really starting to spread out around this course, and my prediction of getting into lap traffic early may not be quite accurate, as the field spreading out very evenly. Zoke has a drive to the inside. Looks it. Does he make it work? Christie won't give up. Oh no, here comes Welsh. Welsh is moving into second spot. Things have changed. How very quickly things can change as the three aliens have swapped positions up front. Dominguez, Louis Rafa, there's Matt Cooper, Christopher Garvey. And as our tail enders go past the front grandstands here, we pick up on the infield action as the top three riders and the halfway flags are coming out now. So halfway through this race, Jordan Zook has taken the lead over Alex Welsh and Jody Christie. Christie on the Honda CBR 1000 of the big leader bikes, as Alex Welsh riding that GSXR 1000. JF Sear on the Aprilia, Franklin Dominguez on the Honda. Frank Trombino on the Aprilia, Trevor Daly on the Honda, Matt Cooper, Christopher Garvey. Austin Shaw O'Leary on the 110 bike. Is he still up there, Austin? It looks like we have a retirement. No! It's not Sebastian, is it? Michael Leon? Oh, heartbreak. Heartbreak Hotel. Michael Leon has retired. The Montreal, Quebec rider. The Montreal rider on the MV Augusta, number 74. Michael Leon has pulled out of this race. Cooper and Garvey go by. They continue on their personal duel. Alex Welsh getting that back end of that Suzuki, just absolutely wavering as he comes into the infield there. I don't know whether he was just a little bit too hard on the brakes or whether he's got a problem there. Some of the Superbike riders will actually use their rear brake if they don't have traction control. That is the traction control. They'll put on that rear brake and get the back wheel slowing down just a tad so it can hook up. There goes the shaker. It looks like JF Sear now is starting to catch up a bit on Sebastian Tremblay. And now Welsh and Zook are starting to put some distance between themselves and Jody Christie on the Honda. But if Welsh is going to make it work, who will ever forget Welsh's pass at Canadian Tire Motorsport Park last year? Welsh looks to the inside, not quite enough room. You can hear the volume of the crowd starting to build with the closeness of the motorcycles. Now Welsh gets a drive. He's got the inside line. Whoa, big wiggle from Jordan Zook's Parts Canada BMW Motorrad S1000 RR as he heads on the straightaway there. Franklin Dominguez, oh, Daly forces him off. Daly, Trevor Daly, JF Sear. Daly and Sear had been in their own personal duel there, rather, and the pace that they were setting actually took them right in on past and moving up 2 positions. And right now, Austin Shaw O'Leary involved in a battle there with Christopher Garvey. Garvey, the Caledon Speedster on the number 71 machine. And Daly on the ProStar Honda. Hey, I'll tell you what, Dominguez has not given up on this. Franklin Dominguez is fighting back. Dominguez now moves right up on Sear. Oh, jeepers. That was a close one. Franklin Dominguez leaving his braking to the very last minute, moving right up under the back wheel of JF Sear. Now Jody Christie has moved into second spot ahead of Alex Welsh. Jody Christie now into second spot after mired back in third. But meanwhile, they have given Zook a clear field division. Jordan Zook, the people's champion, is up front. The number 1 plate has a clear field division and a big cushion between himself and Jody Christie running in second. Christie, meanwhile, has company from Alex Welsh, and the shaker goes by the main grandstand. Sebastian Tremblay and JF Sear in pursuit of one another. Trevor Daly, or make that Frank Trombino rather. Trevor Daly and JF Sear hooked up as one. Here comes now Matt Cooper, Christopher Garvey, and Austin Shaw O'Leary, and I'm feeling drops of rain. These guys are on slick tires. They are on slick tires, and there's no B-bikes to jump onto like MotoGP racing. If we get into anything that resembles heavy moisture, then we may have to call one. JF Sear got off by Franklin Dominguez. He comes back and takes that position right back off him. Dominguez riding like a man inspired. Here he comes onto the front straightaway. He's after Trevor Daly now. Dominguez is after Daly now. He's chasing him. He's right behind him, less than a bike length. We pick up on our race leaders now into the infield as they're very soon coming up on lap traffic. Matt Cooper, Christopher Garvey, and Austin Shaw O'Leary picking it past the tower, and Jordan Zoke. Jordan Zoke on the BMW Motorrad Parts Canada machine with a big lead here. Welsh has fallen well off the pace. Something has gone amiss with that GSXR 1000. Alex Welsh, number 7, is not in stabbing distance any longer, and this race is starting to wind itself down. Frank Trombino now coming back after Sebastian Tremblay. Trevor Daly, Franklin Dominguez, and JF Sear. Louis Rafa now on the Coutier Racing number 76 Honda, having a bit of a tough time out there as the rain increases. We're starting to get considerable drops here in the races that are coming after this. They may want to move into rain tires. Jody Christie. But Jordan Zoke seems to be the man with the bit between his teeth right now, and he has got a considerable lead over Welsh and Christie. And a battle now between Frank Trombino and Sebastian Tremblay continue to heat up. This may turn out to be the best contest in the race. Keep an eye on them. Franklin Dominguez rather, and Frank Trombino on the 31 machine. Last lap flag is out, and Jordan Zoke is the first rider to see it. A terrific battle up front has totally evaporated now. As into the infield we have Trombino and the Shaker. Frank Trombino has gotten past Sebastian Tremblay. There's one more lap to go. Come on, Shaker! The fans are cheering for Sebastian Tremblay to come back and return that pass on Trombino. We'll see whether that plays out. Meanwhile, we'll pick up in the race action coming off the back straightaway. Last lap, Trevor Daly, Franklin Dominguez go by. Here now on the infield, Zoke is into traffic, and Christie is there. Zoke has got lappers in front of him. Jody Christie has got an opportunity here coming out of the final turn. It ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen. If that had happened one lap earlier, Jody Christie might have had a stab at it, but most unfortunately it didn't. Alex Welsh brings it home in third spot, and he's not at all happy with that. Something went wrong with that Suzuki. He was way off pace. He's still pounding the gas tank. Welsh is furious. Here's Dominguez and Daly. Trombino crosses ahead of the Shaker. Dominguez and Daly out of the bowl. Trevor Daly on the ProStar bike. Dominguez on the Moto XL Honda. Down to the finish line they go. A great ride as JF Sear launches the front wheel of the National number 4 machine, the Aprilia. Here now comes Louis Rafa on the Coutier Racing machine. Chris Garvey, Austin Shaw O'Leary, and Matt Cooper rounding out your field. That was a terrific Superbike contest, won by the People's Champion. Jordan Zoke putting his stamp on that one. Zoke was not at all happy after qualifying yesterday. He did not like finishing second in qualifying, and he sure as bleep didn't want to finish second in this race. The People's Champion, ladies and gentlemen. Let them hear you. Louder! And I would say, given the weather conditions, that we got off pretty lucky on that one, fans. We'll keep a very close eye on the weather map right now, but here at St-Eustache, c'est ma place.